Hi guys, it's been a while. This is actually my third take, and I'm just gonna go with it. Whatever happens, I'm just gonna let it happen. It's been a while, 2 months since my last update on Etsy. And in addition to that, I did post a few community posts, and I did recently, maybe it was a few weeks ago, we had a post alive with the kids that they started working out. So I figured let's make it alive. So I wanted to update you guys on what's going on because not only for you guys, whoever has been invested in my story, I also just want to keep a record of what's going on. I have an update for myself, for my future. So let's go talk about my Etsy store. Ever since the 500 Etsy listing, I've been still maintaining it, so this is my still part of my plan. Like now, it has been just part of my life. It helped so much just to let this out. I've been wanting to make a video about this, but then I was busy with other things, and I figure like I one day soon I may be getting into YouTube, but not right now because I want to get a process going as I have some plans coming up. Previously, I did say talk about another challenge for clip art, but as I was working on that around day 20th or so, I started thinking about something else. Actually, I started thinking how it's the fourth quarter of the year. That's where people give gifts, and at the time, I was also looking into a little bit of photo magnets. So I decided to pretty much scratch off the clip art of the clip art challenge, and went ahead and focused about a week or two trying to set up my website for the magnets. I ordered the magnet machine, and I started practicing on how to make magnets. I did send out a few samples, and I got two orders, were just friends. So I got that going. I got a process going for my magnets. And so because of that reason, I started thinking about fourth quarter, gift giving, stuff like that. Um, so anyway, that's the reason why my clip art challenge has been pretty much not really scratched off. I have decided to delay that until the first and second quarter of next year because I want to focus on my energy on Christmas gifts or just gifts in general instead, because that's fourth quarter is all about giving. It's all about just a lot more about those type of things, and I just wanted to ride that wave. So what happened though is when I started riding that wave, I realized there's actually much more to it, and I guess I'm still not that person who's capable yet to make that kind of money. So I'm still like at the same time working towards what's the one thing. At the same time, I'm also growing myself, building up my skills. But before I get to all of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about my Etsy store, just to an update again. I just noticed I keep going back and forth, but basically let's go back to Etsy, okay? So I finished the 500 Etsy listing, and now I'm doing a maintenance of at least 100 designs a month. So I'm gonna show you guys something. Oops, wait, before I do that. And I'm probably gonna try to edit as much as I can in this video. So we're here right now. This is my Etsy store currently, and it's basically, I haven't really worked on it. I probably should spend maybe a few hours to do all this stuff to optimize my actual website, because the customer experience is not that great, right? Like you can't. It's just like a it's just like a account that's like not fully completed. So as of today, I've got 70 sales. It says 1 year, but I actually just started. I created my Etsy account and then I left it there. But this is overall my account currently at 828 listings. I had a few Tumbler physical products, but I took those down because I realized I just didn't want to do tumblers. I didn't want to do physical product in the bigger scale. Like to me, tumblers were kind of a little harder to ship, and it took a little bit longer, and it felt like it just wasn't worth my time in the long run. I felt like I just wasn't something I wanted to do uh, on a day-to-day basis. Like I still enjoyed it very much when I open up my Tumbler, and I feel this like it's like a gift. Like when you unwrap this Tumbler, but I didn't want to do it as my life. So it's something that I would still do in limited quantity. So basically, I decided that I wanted to move to digital products still. Eventually, ultimately, my goal is digital product, and with a little bit of sprinkling of physical product. So this is my current store. I have a lot of just 20-ounce tumbler. They're all basically 20-ounce tumbler design, and I have a few bundles that I created. Once when I create enough designs, I would have enough to make an actual bundle. And I should focus more on bundlings, because then I can increase the price, the value of each listing. Instead of a bunch of $2, $3 ones, I could have like $4 or $5, which increases like anyone who my sales. But overall, this is what I have, and I'm been working every other week or so. I'll like post up a few, like maybe 30 or 40 Tumblr designs. So I recently just finished another 85, and that's why I'm at 825 to 828 currently, but with only 70 sales. So I knew like this is gonna be a long-term game too. Like I know that as I continue putting in more designs, I will eventually get more sales. So it's not enough right now to pay my bills basically. But I know, because it's only been 4 months in, and I'm still learning a lot. There's a lot to learn, a lot to optimize. And I guess part of the reason is I'm not optimized because I'm not using my time wisely, because I keep drifting to other things. But I feel like at the end, there was this quote that I found out about. I mean, I heard it where sometimes it feels like you don't know what's going on, but then all of a sudden everything is just gonna make sense. So I feel more aligned with what I want to do. Just go back to here. So I want you guys to see that. See, like it's really slow lately. There's a lot of algorithm changes to Etsy. I'm not sure. Still, like I said, I'm still learning. But overall, like in the last 30 days, my revenue is at 94. But if I go by based on the month after my Tumblr, my 500 Etsy listing, I would say like this month, this month I made $94.42 in revenue. But then let's say overall 190. Part of this was one Tumblr design that I got from Keith, but if physical product, I mean. But if we were to just look at I don't know, where's that? There was a way to search, but I think I was at maybe it was like $50 or so in the month of October. So October was, I forgot the exact, but basically like, it's growing slowly. At least I know it's growing. So October was like maybe $50 or so, and then September, now I'm at 90 something, $94. But I was really hoping I get at least 100. But I guess we'll wait and see in the month of October, because Halloween and then Thanksgiving, Christmas is coming up. So basically that's overall my update on Etsy, and we will see. I know that it's gonna grow. It's just gonna take some time, and it's not enough, because to me, I'm only making a design for one or two particular audience. So I decided that that's fine. That's just one income stream, which I work about a few hours a week on it, so not too long, a few hours a week. Or if I combined it, then I could do just, I didn't really calculate anymore, but I would say maybe about 10 to 15 hours a month for this to maintain it. So it's something that's part of my life already, as well as I'm still doing my part-time job, and I'm still doing Eddie's work. I still go home at least every 2 to 3 weekends. I go home to Cali to visit my family. So all those are still going on. We still have the kids. We're now 1 week at a time. The kids were just here this morning. they're coming for 1 week, and then I have a whole week to myself with Phil. So right now, I'm this whole week I basically have to myself, except for the work that I have to do, part time, Eddie's work, food, whatever stuff like that, clean up. I haven't been working out as much as I used to because I'm trying to get this done first. And so anyway, so that's the August and September update for Etsy. So now I want to talk about something else. I talked about this a long time ago about how fun that would be if I created a design and then make that into real life. Just like what I was talking about, I had talked about a mug, and this is like my design, for example. Any design, right? And just to have that become real life, like a fabric or a cup, anything. Similar to my design beyond the Tumbler. So I had this in my mind a while back about that, and I found out it was actually called surface design. And so today, if you guys looked at my post, my community post, I went outside for a walk, and this is something that was taught in Bonnie Christine's immersion course, which I got, and I want to get into it because I feel like that's more of like a long-term thing that I need to learn to it's like a foundation that I need to learn. So I decided to get that course. And although I have a lot of courses, like sometimes to me it just takes a while to really figure it out. Just like I don't how do I say this, like and you go to college and you just taking a bunch of classes for one major, assuming that when you grow, you get out of college, you work on it. But sometimes even that, like I went to college and I did something totally different, and now here I am. So I don't want to go talk about the past, but I spent a lot of money on that as well. And sometimes that's just like, I don't know, I just see it as that's just part of life, part of like you go through experiences, you learn from them, and yeah, you learn from them, and you walk towards another route if that wasn't where you wanted to be. So here I am, and I want to talk about service design because this is what I'm gonna get into. I'm really excited. Like I just felt inspired just when I went outside, and I figured out what I want to do for my my 10-piece collection. And I'm gonna start simple, but I was thinking to document all of this because I just find it really fun. Like I can see how fun that is, like a whole story, what happened, what I did today. Like my first drawing, my first design is gonna be about the wall that I was walking outside, and I stopped because the wall blocked me from moving forward. And it just got me thinking about, like I'm out there already thinking about service design, thinking about just a bunch of what I'm doing in my life. So that walk, it just reminded me of how we stop because something's blocking us. Like, and then I realized, wait, well, I can just go around if I really wanted to. And it just, that's what sparked the inspiration. Like, oh, let me make my first collection about starting, just moving, just don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, which is what I'm doing. And so I want to, but I'm still just debating on a lot of things because we only have 24 hours in a day, and I'm not using it as wisely as I should. And that's why I really want to start changing some of the things, because look what I did with the 500 Etsy listing. I would not have been able to do that if I did not put myself online. Like I really believe that when I announced it out loud, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna document it, I really did it. And it gave me I had a habit. It became a habit, like, oh, every day, or not every day, but at least I know in my head, like, this is what I need to do because I said I was gonna do it out loud. So I did it. So that's why I'm also recording myself, because I want to keep a reminder for myself to come up with a actual routine. So I decided today, I took a walk, and then I decided maybe I should spend like 2-3 hours a day focusing on this. And that's also why I'm debating, like, should I have a, I'm not sure exactly what yet. Either I should do a blogging. I was thinking about blogging with some videos, a little bit of everything basically, because I want to really see the story about this. Like, I want to see, like, I think I find it really fun to see the journey, how I am today versus how I was, what was it, like a year ago, more than a year ago, when I had my first video. I was also taking a walk. The first one that I posted after my initial video was I just took a walk, and I just decided to just post it, and then I started doing that on a more daily or weekly routine, and then I stopped because it was, I don't know, I just decided to stop. But now I'm getting back to it, but I'm gonna do more like an update, more like on a maybe 2 videos a month or so, just to update, because I really have things to focus on versus just making videos, and it makes more sense. I have more to say in those videos. It's something I can look back and then think about, and I want to show little glimpse of what I'm doing, more like little maybe shorts and stuff, what I'm doing, and then one big video. So I would probably I would do blogging, because I do need to work on my writing skills, copywriting, that kind of stuff. I'm gonna decide, but the main thing that I need to work on, though, the one thing, in order to have all these these things to grow, I need to actually do the collection. So I want to maybe do one a week, right? One design a week. That gives me a lot of time to think about it, to make things perfect, because I'm still learning. Adobe Illustrator is what we're working on, and that's what the industry uses. There's a lot of income opportunities with service design, and I feel like it's not just like a side hustle. It could be an actual career to me, and it's something I could be considered a designer, which to me is like crazy, because I never thought I had that design. Like, I'm not really an artsy person, arts and craft person. I'm not creative, not really. It was naturally my sister, my brother, number 6 and number 11. They're the one that are naturally just creative. It's not in me. I'm more of the reasoning kind of person. So to me, this is fun. To me, this is different. But I can see myself, like, I do see that I have potential, and I think we all have potential. You just gotta work on it. It's like any kind of skills. You just gotta work on it, iron it out, like sharpen it, and then it could be. You never know. Anyway, so the reason why I think I do have some potential is because I've kind of been designing a little bit. Like, well, with AI it's different, because that's what I'm doing for my Tumbler designs. But I recently started oh yeah, so yeah, the magnet, right? Let me talk about the magnets. So this kind of links to that. So let me go back to it. I have a website now. It's called 17bar.com, because that's Phil and Mine brand. So this is my website. You can see here. So this is the photo magnets. So this is a set of 3, 6, 9. I max it out at 9. But honestly, I would rather have everyone order 9. If anyone wants to order 9, because it can max it out. I didn't really want to do 3 and 6 at all, but just gave people more options, because when I brought this to the nail salon, and it seemed like people did not want to buy a lot, and they want to do like 1 or 2. So I just said, okay, then I do a set of 3. But otherwise, and then I started doing designing I was thinking on a monthly drop. So this was my first design that I did, that I put on website. This is like, I'm calling it Seasons of Inspiration, because we started in September, and I call it September Beginnings, because it's I'm just starting September. So this is my first design. It's very basic. I went to Canva, put some stuff together. Then I got an order from Ashley, who is my coworker, and she liked it, the color blue, like kind of gray, blue, black, and that kind of theme. So I decided I wanted to give her a gift. So I made this design here. And I decided, you know, let's sell it too. Why not? Just post it up because it's like to me memories too. It doesn't cost me anything to post this. This is my website, and so why not? So I have here all shades of blue, and then I put a little bit of yellow because that's my favorite color, and I figured like a little pop. So it's like we talk about a lot about inspiration and just starting, just like like motivation and stuff. So that's the reasoning behind the quotes. I really like this one. The dreams without deadlines are just wishes. Pick a date and make it real. So that's why I started doing this. And that's why I really believe in the challenge. Challenge really pushes you for a short period of time because it's not forever. There's there's a light, like what do you call it? There's a light in the tunnel, and you'll see it. So I like challenges for that reason. Also deadlines in general. So that's why I think since I'm talking about it now, once a week. So I have 10 designs. So basically my surface design, I would put a deadline basically in 10 weeks. I should complete it. But in between each week, I'm gonna do possibly like a little bit of blogging, a little bit of whatever I have going on, like my progress, and I want to maybe a post. I'm thinking thread. Should I do threading or blogging? I wanted to do blogging. I think I want to do blog on 17 bar website. It's just I have to figure it out because I don't have a blogging platform really on this free theme. I don't know why. Something to figure out, but this would be really fun. And because eventually I want to have my designs posted here anyway. In addition to that, I wanted it to go to Spoon Flower, where my designs could be turned into fabrics and other types of like physical goods. It's like a print on demand website, but that's later. That's the plan. And so, what am I trying to say here? Yep. So that's another thing I'm working on, which is service design. And look, like I was saying, this I came up with this. This is my second design, and this is like a series, the starter series. I might do a starter series with the color themes that I chose for my service design. Which let me go over that. It's right here. This is all the pictures that I was walking around maybe like 15 minutes. Got really inspired by all these. Like the colors are beautiful, and I put them together here. Kind of, I just chose some of the colors just to get an idea. But I can imagine how beautiful that looks. How beautiful that would look. And I want each piece. Like the first one would be the wall. Where's that wall? Right here. This is the wall. And you can't really see it, but there's specks of burgundy. To me, that's burgundy, but somehow it turned brownish. Outside is more of the burgundy look. So there is no burgundy here, but I'm gonna see what I can do to put it a little bit of that in there. Somehow align everything together. And I feel like I have potential. I don't know. I feel like I have potential in this design because I really like colors. I really like the simplicity of colors and like a little pop up here, a little pop there. And based on what I've been doing, I feel like I can design or like just put colors together, put little things together. Like I could see, I feel like I could see like this one's messed up. Don't worry about that one. But like I could see when something is like just like it's missing or something, and I feel I feel good about myself for that. I feel like I could see this as something I could do. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, so this is my second design, and then I did the October theme. So like I was talking about seasons of inspiration. This is the series. So this is September beginnings. I also have October awakenings, and that one I didn't have magnets for yet, but it's basically, it looks like this. Wait, where'd I put it? Where? Magnets. Designs. I put the designs here. I might change it somewhere else. October awakenings. And this is like Halloween theme because October, but also at the same time it's inspirations for getting started. So this is what it looks like. Take flight, and even in the dark your wings know the way. It just reminds us, like, sometimes we don't know exactly what we're doing, but it's okay, just keep moving, you'll find your way. Carve your path, the light inside you is what makes you shine. And that's why there's pumpkins, because it's like Halloween carvings, and then it's about you just, like, I don't know too right now, I don't know if, like, sometimes I feel like, is this the right thing to do? But then I remember what Danko has said, like, you just do things, do something like you feel like, oh, I mean, I like it, let's try it for a few months, and then if I don't like it, then I know I don't like it. Just like I tried the Tumbler designs, which is great, it's just I just could not see myself doing this day in day out. So I knew that I still learned the skill from it, and I'm still able to use it, for my future if I want to. But then I just knew this wasn't what I wanted to do. It was not a waste of time, because I figured it made me realize this wasn't it. But if I kept on thinking about, oh, I want to do tumblers, blah blah blah, and I never like even tried, attempted, and just kept thinking, oh yeah, if I have time, I'm gonna do tumblers, and I never did it, then the whole time I would still think I want to do tumblers. But once I took it into action and I learned how to do tumblers, I realized physical product just wasn't it for me. And then friendly fears. What scares you may be here to guide you. So it's just a reminder to sometimes, like, you're scared of things, but you just move forward anyway. You just gotta keep moving. You gotta keep doing something. And yeah, like I was, for a long time I didn't want to be on camera, and I didn't. There's lots of things I'm not sure. Like, I think we're afraid of not just friendly fears, be like wasting time, like or putting yourself out there. But look what's going on. I'm fine. Like, what's people are laughing at me? I don't know. I don't. I just feel like as long as you're doing something, you're ahead. So, and the reason I put fears, because I put goals in there, a little bit of orange, a little pop of the light behind, like, to guide you. So this is why I put design like this. And this one, keep moving, the pieces will find their place. So yeah, I have a picture, just a Halloween theme. So this girl is just walking, she's still walking somewhere, and it's a scary place. Like, like I said, I'm doing Halloween theme, it's a scary place. And I put the leaves there because it's the fall as well. So it's a little pop of color. So this is actually, I should post it for October Awakenings, the series for Seasons of Inspiration. I should post that up. And I think I need to work on my marketing skills. I find these like really fun, just as a reminder. Like, I don't need it as much anymore, but every time I do read it, it's like, oh yeah, just remind myself, just keep moving forward, keep moving. Because when you stand still, you already know nothing's gonna happen. But if you move, you do something, there's a possibility that you'll get something out of it. You will get something out of it. Whether it's something good or something you don't like, but you got something out of it, more where your direction is. If it's not this way, it could be another way, like my Tumbler designs, or like tumblers in general. Yeah, so I think that's it. Oh yeah, so one last thing I'm working on. I want to talk about this as well, because, like, service design, that's a long-term skill that I know that's like the foundation. Service design is my foundation for everything. Design is the foundation for digital products. How can I say? I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of things to learn, but that's what would distinguish me from someone else, because of my design, or my writing. What's that wrong? Writing. Hold on. Alexa, stop. Maybe it's all the neighbors. Anyway, so the design. but that's gonna take a while. I'm still working on magnets, but I don't want it. I already know, magnets are fine to make. The problem I have is possibly because of the shipping and the just packaging. I don't feel like doing that. When I get an order from Etsy for my Tumbler design, it's like boom, I got paid. I love that so much. But the thing with that is it's a small scale. I'm getting like $2 each order. So I said I need to figure out something where I can get paid more. Like my listings need to be worth maybe $7 and up. So I started looking into something else. But I'm focusing right now on printables. I mean the next step, like aside from my service design, printable is another thing. Like as I learn design, I can translate all the design into my printable. In addition to that, I'm also learning Canva, which has elements as well, which are free to use depending on the free or pro version. And just finding, there's some rules and stuff about it, but like just designing. I design the printables, and there are like a bunch of ways to get printables, like what do you call it, done for you printables, so that saves time, or you can do it yourself. There's so many ways about this. It's like it just depends on what you want to learn. But I have a few things in mind, and I want to work on printables specifically towards giving, because it's fourth quarter, and not just that, because I'm also doing magnets. So I realized like my magnets. These are some samples of my magnets. This is a 2x2. My magnets are okay, but to package it better, like it would be nicer if whoever orders, get like a greeting card or a gift tag along with that. So it's like, here, it's not just a magnet. You can actually give your magnets to a family or a friend, whoever, and it comes with a gift card and it comes with a gift tag, so that like it brings more value to what they order. Like it could be, but basically that's why I'm learning how to do printable gift cards and printable gift tags first. Once I have that, so I can sell those as digital products on my Etsy store, a new one that I'm gonna create, which I'm gonna call it 17 bar printables, because just to keep it broad, a little bit broad, and then I can focus more on other things that's related to gifts, and that was the plan. And not just that, once I have that, I need to learn how to print it out myself. And then once I print it out, I can also use that. Hey, you can order my magnets. You will get a matching printable greeting cards. Or if you want the actual physical product, I do sell those as well. Something like that. So that was the idea, and that's why my new Etsy shop will be related to that. And I'm gonna figure out a way to also streamline the process. The reason why is because my time at my workplace, my part-time job now, may be coming to an end soon. I never got a word from my manager yet, but I just see it coming because my workload has been very low, and I'm mainly there to consult, a little bit help here and there, but mainly there to consult only. So I already know, and I just felt that it's time soon to move on. So I knew that I need to come up with something, and I didn't want to work for another company. I just wanted to try this, give myself 6 months to a year, and really come up with a good routine to do this. And as time goes on, the hope is to build up enough income stream to then be able to, replace or complement my job if they allow me to stay longer. I mean, I could say I can go and ask for them for more work, but it just seems that way, like because I'm remote, and they seem to want people in the office more, and I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to go in office anymore. So yeah, this is basically my new life that I need to figure out. And this is why I need to do multiple things. I just gotta work on a lot of things. It's like productivity issues, routine issues, distraction issues. There's a lot of things that I have to work on, and we all do. So yeah, that's basically my update. Yep. And then I think I'll update again maybe in end of October. You know, once, maybe for now, once a month, and see where things go. I might have little things here and there, but we'll see. But that's about it. Bye, guys.